All right. I think we know each other pretty well. And you may see in the sum of the parts before, but it is always good to repeat. So when we look at overall, and our leader for the work package 4, and we are the part of the sub package, and as you see, the APP Consultoria, APP. And the key point in this project, it was communication with the partners, also applying the solutions in the best manner. So as an organizational way, when we look at, so we needed to use the data from the all over the partners in a more comprehensive way and then producing visualization. So what is the BIM in the overall, if I may explain you in the several concepts. So there are descriptions. It depends into which sector you apply to BIM. So in a better description in this project, it is digital transformation, representation of physical and the functional characteristics of facility. So in the recent few decades, so BIM has gained significant traction over the AEC sector, architecture and engineering and construction. But it offers a range key benefits. So it allows the collaboration as well as communication among stakeholders. So it allowed to get the better decisions, like all of the aim of this project is to get the things better and to providing new things to the sector. And secondly, BIM facilitates visualization and simulation to the projects. So when we look at the methodologies which are applied, so in the screen you also seen the sub-tasks, and it is adopted not only the engineering and construction, but it is adopted to facility management, manufacturing and industrial processes, energy and utility sectors. So looking ahead, the future of the BIM appears promising with the integration of artificial intelligence, and some of the partners already developing it. And also in the market, there are like a huge development recently, and the integration of this and the Internet of Things expected to enhance its capabilities in the very near future. So using our mining and queries, it is going to be adopted, and we try to integrate and optimize in this sector. So in our tasks, the main idea was like creating a common data environment and integrating with the data lake within our area. So the challenges, and it was covered by step in the different subtasks, such as BIM models. It is 3D models, and developed and converted to understandable formats to use and enhance with the data. And the second one, to use your daily or like a master plan, your working tasks, integrating with the model. And later, it allowed us to simulate your day-by-day works with the model, within the model, and then further analysis within the system. So achievements was BIM models improvement. And you may see like 3D dimension. You can see here, you can take a picture. You can say, this is 3D model, but without data behind. And the other partners also produced some of the visual characteristics, like drones and also some design data. But the meaningful, it comes with the data integration within the models. So first thing was developing the models based on the sites. And some of the sites didn't have anything. And one of the sites, like VCAT, they had a model base in a basic mode, like basic basis of the BIM model, but we develop it further. And then we got it to integrate with the tasks, like you may know, like in Excel, how you are planning, how you plan this project, for example. So you have your site plan and the link with the model, which allowed to have further visualization and understanding the operational works. And from here, it allowed like you may call it dashboard, but any of the visual report, it is for us a report for high management or operational people to take a decision, to be aware of the things what is on the site. So some of the sites, we had the long-term planning, like a 30 years, how it will be started, the quarry area, and how it will be developed during the years, and then how it will be like a rehabilitate at the end of the line and at the end of the lifeline. And moving forward, the mass haulage, and we know very enhanced technology applied also for the mass haulage and the movement of the materials with the machine controls. But here it is a master planning. We use the data from the partners to make a master plans. And then moving all of the models plus the building automation systems, it was presented kind of the sensors. So these are integrated in the CD platform. It is a little bit different than the data lake because data lake is just integrating everything. Here we have the model plus your all sensor data, which can be analyzed time-based, and it helps to visualize and also report based on the facility. There are advanced things can be developed. Good thing, we just apply this to 4 of the pilot sites, but this could be scaled to all of the queries in a very base model, and then it is available to enhance as much as deep data you like to show here. Actually, presentation is still here, but I see that you are very interested to follow up. Just I will say like a few words within a 5-10 minutes how the things developed at the background, because the technical part, it is the challenge. The people were challenged to provide the data, for example, and these are going to be same challenges in the next queries if we are going to scale this, if we apply to the sector in a large scale. So first thing is the model and how we could extract the model. One thing, the easiest, the fastest one with the drone flight data, and then pictures from the site. These are less costing and the quicker. And the second part, it is if you have the 3D like a designs from any stage of your query area, and we model this in the several design software, and we call it master software, and we produce IFC file, which is the standard in the industry. So these are standardized by the organizations in international level, so that different software, open source software, can read these files. The second thing, it is to having a working plan, like daily operations, or you like to have a like master plan, work like a weekly operational plan. So getting all these plans and then putting into the system. This was a challenge also, finding out everyone knows what to do, but nobody is really putting in the Gantt chart formats or in a reasonable time plan format. So this is a challenge to get the people in a proper data providing. And then limited data, it is the challenge, but getting people in a mind of the planning, it helps in this stage. And logical analysis, when you have all this data, you may have like a further analysis, like what are the critical items for your facility? What are the criticals for your BIM management? So it helps through the scenario management, and it helps you to have the quality standards within the program. So the next is integration. So integration, you may have all the systems separated, which is currently happening, and not in these projects which we implemented, but in overall the sector, it is deployed different master solutions which don't talk each other. So the main enhancement in this project, having a data lake and bringing all the data in one platform in an integrated way, but it is allowing you to develop, if you are interested, allowing to develop with the APIs further like a management dashboards, management data, which will get you to allow like a without headache in your facility line. And these are all the data backgrounds. So at the moment, this may be too much, but based on the sites, if we may explain a little bit, and the side by side how the Legacy is developed, and from the drone data plus pictures, and then it was linked with the work plan, and it was further enhanced with the quantity data from the models, and having a progress data so that you could enhance your operational plans with the cost, with the resource in a master plan level, and also you can follow the progress. Of course, these are like a prototype for you. It needs to be maintained to get the benefits further, and the further analysis from the system, it is always possible. Even nobody introduced like a risk management. Risk management understanding was just putting the operational risks, but we are able to put the risks integrating with your operational schedules. And this last part is a common data environment, linking the models with your sensor data and so on. Same things applied for the different sites. And of course, we had some of the challenges. The challenges always good to develop further. And these things are giving in a professional video formats. We have it, and you will find in the presentation link for the video. And it has more enhanced videos to review. And if you have queries over them, you can ask, of course. And just moving forward, for example, thanks to VCAT, they were the most interested ones to see. And also they had the basis of the model, and it was a little bit easier than the others to further developed. And all the things are tagged with the color coding to make it more reasonable, and also further with the application applied to track the progress. And then within the master data software, so we could find like this video, small video. And you can reach to your platform. Of course, these platforms needs to be maintained for further usage, just going to your data. And this is digital twin, like having replica of your site, and then all the data has a background which you can click and go further analysis, and you can filter out, you can see your machineries, the equipments, and everything. The good thing, all the data related to these items, it can be reviewed here, and it can help you to take a decision in or getting your notifications, errors, everything.